Today, we're doing a full beginner's tutorial of the Moomoo stock trading app. From signing up to trading stock, you'll be using the app like someone with 10 years of experience, even as a complete beginner. Step 1 is to sign up and submit a brokerage account application. So let's walk through that and then we'll jump into the Moomoo app. For a limited time, Moomoo's offering up to 15 free shares of stock for signing up, opening an account, and depositing. I've left a link in the description below that'll take you directly to the sign up page where you can earn those free shares if you're interested. I highly recommend not only watching this video through, but following along by taking notes and downloading the Moomoo app so you don't miss key information. To start, we'll head to the sign up page. Then you'll enter your phone number or email to start the process. Next, set a username. This will be used if you engage with other Moomoo users by posting, commenting, or competing in contests on the platform. Now it's time to fill out a brokerage application to submit for approval. Hit start exploring and open account. Next, you'll select your country. If you're a US citizen, you'll open an account with your social security number, and if not, you'll use your passport or other ID. Next, you'll enter your first and last name, date of birth, and country. Moomoo's currently available in the US, Canada, Singapore, Australia, Malaysia, and Japan. But if you're not from one of these countries, don't worry, they might be available there soon. Next, enter your social security number. Like all brokerage accounts in the US, Moomoo's required by law to collect this to verify your identity. Next, enter your address, and then you'll answer some questions about your employment, net worth, income, and a few other questions. Moomoo is also required by law to ask about this. Then you'll verify your phone number or email and agree to the terms and conditions. Before submitting though, you should know the type of account that Moomoo offers, and that is an individual margin account. With this, you can borrow money to make trades instead of just using your own cash. It's risky, especially for beginners, so I don't recommend it, and you don't have to use it. But one big plus of this account is access to instant buying power. This means you can trade right away rather than waiting days for your bank transfer to complete. There's no fee to use it, and the best part is you don't have to miss out on opportunities while waiting for your deposit to complete. Next, hit submit and your Moomoo application has been sent for review. Applications are usually approved same day, but they can take 1 to 3 days. Congrats, you've taken the initiative to sign up for something that can change the course of your life for the better. Whether you just want to build wealth or make more money to take care of your family, you should be proud of yourself because you're doing what the majority won't. Once your account is approved, the next step is to deposit money so you can get started trading. To deposit money, head to accounts on the bottom center of the screen, click transfers, then deposit. You can deposit via ACH or wire, but you'll most likely want to go with ACH as that's a standard fee-free bank transfer. Click ACH, then you'll link an account via Plaid. Click add account, enter your trading password, and Plaid will guide you through the rest of the short process. Then enter the amount of money you want to get started trading with. I'd personally deposit at least $100, with over $1,000 being best, as it will just give you more flexibility in what you can trade, but any amount works. Also keep in mind that any cash you deposit is safe as it's insured by the SIPC up to $250,000 in the unlikely case that something were to happen to Moomoo. For the sign-up bonus, if you deposit at least $100, you'll get 5 free shares, and if you deposit at least $1,000, Moomoo will give you 15 total shares, each worth up to $2,000, a pretty great way to kick off your stock trading journey. Once you deposit and it meets the requirements, Moomoo will award you with the free shares in the app, which I'll show you how to claim step by step towards the end of the video. Moving on to the rest of the app, you can create lists of stocks, crypto, and other assets you want to track by creating watch lists. You can set one up for tech stocks, another for crypto, or just a general one for everything you come across that interests you. Watch lists provide instant insight into stock price movement and essential data without needing to search up the stock every time. You can create a new list by hitting the 3 lines in the upper right, hitting create group, adding a name, and then you can begin adding any type of stock or other asset you want. On the markets tab, you can gauge market performance and access features that will help you make better, more informed investments. Under the US tab, you'll see the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. These are known as stock indexes. Each represent a group of US companies across different industries. You can use these to better understand market trends, grasp the health of the overall economy, economy and better plan your investments. The next section is another tool you can use for a better understanding of market performance, which can benefit your trading and investment decisions. You'll see a comparison of stocks that have gained and declined in share price for the trading day. Today's been a rough day for the stock market with over 8,500 stocks in the red compared to 3,500 in the green. Scrolling down, you'll have access to what's known as a heat map. This maps out various industries by showcasing their performance. The tile size of each industry on this map is based on the total market cap of the stocks, or the combined value of the stocks making up each tile. Clicking internet content and information, we'll see big names like Google, Spotify, and Meta, which explains why this tile is so big, because those are some massive companies. The heat map is another way for you to identify market trends, understand how the markets are moving, and better strategize your investments. Next is a great breakdown of earnings data across various stocks. This is massively helpful because understanding when the earnings report occurs for a stock is important when timing your trades. Earning reports often affect the share price if a company performance beats or misses investor expectations. Moving down to the economic calendar, this offers info about dividend dates, important economic news, and other events set to occur. Next, we have the market monitor, featured lists, and industry chain, which can expose you to new opportunities across stocks, sectors, and various industries, offering seemingly endless investment ideas. Starting with the market monitor, this can be used by active traders to identify stocks with unusual activity, presenting possible trade opportunities. You can link your watch list to keep an eye on stocks that interest you, or scan for new ones by tracking what Moomoo picks up. Featured lists can speed up your research by offering new trade and investment ideas, as you'll find stocks grouped by specifics, like those offering high dividend yields or those with the largest percent increase in share price over a period. Now, the industry chain is by far one of the best features on Moomoo because you can discover new opportunities you likely never would have come across. It exposes you to companies involved at every level of labor within an industry. Clicking the Tesla industry chain as an example, let's navigate to the smart cockpit and advanced driver assistance system, and then click on camera. Moomoo will then list stocks that are in some way involved with the manufacturing process. Next is the institutional tracker, which offers deep insight into investing strategies of some of the biggest players, like billionaire Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway investments. You can see changes to holdings, a breakdown and allocation of investments by industry, and individual positions held. You can use this feature to check up on what some of the smartest investors in the world are doing, and then strategize ways to improve your own personal portfolio based on some of the data. Investment themes are another excellent way to discover new opportunities. Similar to the industry chain, Moomoo will group stocks into easy-to-view lists based on different themes. From EV charging to cancer research, you can discover new stocks and opportunities you otherwise may never have heard of. Moving down, candlestick patterns are another excellent resource for active traders as they highlight short-term trade opportunities based on specific bullish or bearish patterns stocks are experiencing. Clicking double bottom, which is a bullish pattern represented by a chart that hits two lows at roughly the same level before bouncing back up, you'll see a list of stocks that have recently experienced this. Next is trend projection, another feature you can use to better forecast price movement and identify more profitable entry and exit points. The projection is based on stocks that have experienced similar trends in the past. Of course, this tool still can't predict the future with 100% accuracy, so it should be thought of as an extra resource in strategizing your trades. Now, you'll also have access to market data for options, crypto, and other assets, but we're going to keep this beginner focused and pay attention to what you need to know and how it benefits you. Now, for the exciting part, we'll use a screener to find stock tailored to your interests, how to read a chart, and place a real trade to buy shares of Tesla. Now, Moomoo provides a stock screener allowing you to filter through thousands of stocks based on custom characteristics to identify opportunities in a matter of minutes. Click Stock Screener, hit new strategy, and then you can set up a custom one. From dividend amounts to yearly profit growth rates, you get to pick custom characteristics to sort through thousands of stocks without the hours of research. Let's set up a screener to search for mid to large size growth stocks with a high annual dividend yield as part of a long-term income producing investment strategy. Now, to show you just how much time you'll save as we customize the screener settings, watch the view results button down in the lower right, which currently show there are 7,000 plus stocks. Starting with company size, I'll scroll down to market cap, that's under valuation indicators, and then I'll enter 7 billion for the minimum. Market cap is calculated by multiplying the current stock share price by the total number of outstanding shares, or in other words, shares held by anyone, whether you're an individual investor like me or you're an institution. Next, I'll look for dividend yield and enter a minimum. Dividend yield TTM is under the profitability section. TTM stands for trailing 12 months, so the past 12 months. And for the minimum, let's go with 4%. Dividend yield represents the percent of the current share price the company returns to its shareholders, usually in the form of a cash payment paid out quarterly. Next, let's specify the growth rate we're looking for in a potential stock investment. I'll select net profit growth rate, which is just under the dividend yield section, and let's target stocks with at least an annual growth rate of 20%. From over 7,000 stocks to just 50, you just reclaimed hours of your precious life. You can then dive deeper into each stock, knocking off potential candidates until you find an opportunity that excites you. By clicking save and entering a name, you can return to this list at any time. Back on the Tesla chart, the top left displays the stock quote, which shows the price per share of the most recent trade executed. Moomoo offers real-time data, ensuring you have access to the most up-to-date trade and pricing information. This helps you better capitalize on trade opportunities and avoid unexpected losses that can occur on brokers with a 15-minute data delay. To the right, you'll see the stock's high and low price and the volume information for the day. By clicking the drop-down on the right, you'll see a summary of key data like dividend information, market cap, and the price to earnings ratio, offering quick insight into a stock. Now, understanding how to read the chart is key for tracking price trends, identifying patterns, and maximizing your returns by better timing your trades. So let's go over an explanation of the chart. You can change the chart time frame by clicking any of the periods below or selecting the drop down. Moomoo offers even more time to trade with full extended hours trading running from 4 a.m. through 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can view the chart based on regular hours, pre or aftermarket hours, or all of them at once. To view price, hold and drag your finger across the chart. Then you can view pricing information, volume, and change for that period. For an even better view of the chart, you can expand it into landscape mode by hitting those two little arrows on the right, and then you have a full screen view. Moomoo also offers advanced charting with the option to select from over 60 indicators, sketch your own trend lines, identify patterns, and drop in labels to stay even more organized. You can customize the chart by switching between candlesticks, bars, filled areas, and more to see the data in a way that works for you. You can set real-time stock alerts for price changes, announcements, and patterns so you don't have to be glued to a chart all day. Just click on the bell icon in the lower right, click add, and then you have many options to choose from. Next is the bid and ask information, which, understanding this, is a non-negotiable for trading. You'll see how this directly impacts you when we place a trade to buy Tesla. The order book offers insight into real-time buy and sell orders, allowing traders to better understand stock supply and demand. This gives traders deeper insight into what's happening behind a stock. Moving down, the trade overview highlights a stock's flow, helping investors understand order inflows and outflows by size, offering insight into potential price movements. For Tesla, we can see that small orders made up the majority for both inflows and outflows over the past 200 days. On the next tab, you can trade options and access option analytics. On the comments tab, you can think about this like a Twitter within Moomoo. With 20 million users, you'll gain access to investor sentiment, as you can follow people, engage with their posts, and create your own posts. The News tab is a centralized place to view news and other updates from various sources specifically for the stock you're viewing. Important company announcements, like an earnings report, will also appear here. The Company tab offers investors key financial data like recent earnings, a breakdown of the balance sheet, income statement, and cash flows, plus an overview of the company itself and the industry it operates in. You can use this tab during the research process to quickly grasp the financial health of a company as part of identifying a possible investment opportunity. Now, for each of the features we go over on this page, you can expand to view more details by clicking the arrow on the right. Under earnings, Moomoo provides a breakdown of key numbers, access to the conference call right from the app, plus a link to the full report. Next, Moomoo combines analyst ratings to give investors a sense of market sentiment. These insights and opinions can alert you to potential events that might affect stock performance. And while you'll have access to buy and sell ratings and price targets, no one can perfectly predict the future, so take these with a grain of salt. Under company valuation, you'll find metrics investors commonly use to understand how the market values a stock. PE stands for price to earnings, which tells us how much an investor is willing to pay for each dollar of a company's earnings when buying stock. From this data, we can tell that investors are willing to pay roughly $62.55 per every $1 of Tesla earnings, much higher than the industry average of just over $16 for other companies. Now, you can draw different conclusions based on these numbers, as some may say Tesla is overvalued, while others see the premium as worth it in expectation of continued company growth and innovation. Another cool feature on Moomoo is access to company-specific data like Tesla's vehicle deliveries at a glance. You can use this info to quickly identify trends without spending hours of research outside of Moomoo. Under revenue breakdown, you can see the company's revenue sources and the amounts generated. This tells us Tesla drives over 95% of its revenue from vehicles and less than 5% from energy products and services. The financial estimates section shows us actual versus forecasted revenue, earnings per share, and earnings before tax and interest. You can use this to better understand the financial health of the company, operational efficiency, and stock performance. You'll also have access to financial indicators that can help refine your investment decisions, focusing on company valuation, profitability, and debt management. Comparing this data to industry competition is key to finding winning stock, and clicking on the info button next to financial indicators, Moomoo provides an explanation of each. Now, I know this is a lot to take in, but take it slow. You don't need to know everything today, which is why I advocate for just spending just 20 or 30 minutes per day learning and practicing. Moomoo offers one of the best beginner tools available, with the power to transform beginners into highly skilled investors or traders, which I'll show you how to use in a second. Next, we have a summary of the income statement, balance sheet, and company cash flows, essential indicators of a company's financial health. The income statement provides a summary of a company's revenue and expenses over a specific period, showing whether it made a profit or loss. The balance sheet is a snapshot of a company's financial health at a given moment. It shows what it owns, so assets, and what it owes, liabilities. The statement of cash flows track money coming in and going out of a company over a period, highlighting its ability to generate cash. Cash flows are broken down into three main categories: cash flow from operations, CFO, investing, CFI, and financing, CFF. The rest of the company tab offers insight into ownership, management information, and a summary of company operations. Now that you know how to navigate the stock page features, let's place a live order to buy Tesla shares so you can confidently get started trading in your account. Clicking chart, then trade in the bottom left, I'll hit buy. At the top of the screen, you'll see your max buying power or the funds you have available to trade. Below that, you'll see a mini chart with a stock quote, and then you'll see the bid and ask information. Under order type, you can choose between a market and limit order along with conditional order types. Today, we're going to use a market order as this is the most important you need to understand as a beginner. This is in order to immediately buy or sell at the best available price. When buying, this is the ask price, and when selling, this is the bid price. Market orders guarantee immediate execution, but not a specific price, unlike a limit order. I'll upload a dedicated Moomoo trade tutorial in the next few weeks, which will also cover a limit order, the second most important you need to understand as a beginner, so make sure to look out for that video. For quantity, I'll enter 2, then you'll see the estimated order cost. Because a market order executes at the best available price, which is constantly changing, your final cost may be a little bit different than this estimate, so keep that in mind. Hitting buy, you'll then review the order details, including order type, total price, and quantity. If everything looks correct, hit confirm and bam, you've submitted your market order. Before looking at how to read and understand the stocks in your portfolio, let's check out a feature called paper trading, which is one of the best features a beginner could ask for. Paper trading is a risk-free simulation of live trading as no real money is involved. It builds confidence as you can practice buying and selling stocks, options, and futures, test trading strategies, and familiarize yourself with the platform, all without any financial risk. Even though the market has closed, let's go through the process of setting up an order to buy 100 shares of Apple stock in a paper trade portfolio. What we're gonna do is hit trade, and then we're brought to the order form. Let's enter AAPL, which is the ticker for Apple. I'll make sure the buy side is selected, and then you can choose between a market and a limit order. I'll leave this as market and enter 100 for the quantity. If the market were open and I'd be able to submit this trade, our estimated cost would be just under 21,000 fake dollars. Then you just hit buy, confirm that the order details are correct, and hit confirm. Moomoo also holds competitions for real prizes, which is another fun way to get practice in and, make other people feel bad about themselves by smoking them. Even better, when you combine practice with high quality educational resources, you end up on an accelerated path to success, even as a complete beginner. Spending as little as just 30 minutes per day dedicated to learning and practicing can mean the difference between success and failure, and it can all be done right from the Moomoo app. Moomoo offers high quality courses, articles, and videos right from the Learn section of the Discover tab. As you navigate the app, you'll find explainers for features you may have questions about along the way. From a course on how to read an earnings report to a quick start guide on how to trade options, Moomoo offers a ton of resources that can transform a complete beginner into a highly skilled investor or trader. From the Accounts tab, you can view your positions, profit and loss, you can transfer funds, and view order history. On the Assets section, you'll have an overview of your account value, available buying power, and a list of your positions. To understand the positions in your account, let's jump into my Tesla holdings, including the shares we just bought. MV/QTY is market value and quantity of shares, which right now is worth $1,271.94 over a total of 6 shares. Price/cost represents the current share price and the average price per share that you paid for the stock. So the last price for Tesla was $211.99. My average per share price was $222.96. Today's P/L is your cumulative profit and loss for the day. To the right is P/L. So on this position, I'm down $65.85. Unrealized P/L is your profit or loss based on current market values for positions you still hold. If you sell those positions, they become realized, meaning there's an actual gain or loss from the transaction. On the orders section of the Accounts tab, you can view pending orders yet to be executed and a history of completed or canceled ones. History offers a record of trades, stock dividends, and bank transactions. From the More section, you can access tax documents, statements, and apply for options trading. After you've met the deposit requirements, your free shares of stock are claimable in the rewards section. Head to the Me tab, click My Rewards, and you can get your free shares. After claiming, the stocks will be marked as pending and will transfer to your account within 5 business days. To keep them, maintain the deposit tier's average balance for at least 60 days. You're then free to keep them, buy more to increase your position, or sell and transfer the funds to your bank account if you wish. Now, Moomoo also offers a desktop and web trading platform, which include all of the features we've gone over today, giving you the flexibility to trade no matter your device. Now that you know how to navigate the Moomoo app comfortably and confidently, you'll want to watch this video here, which is 5 key Moomoo features every trader must know.